WWE fans, welcome into the Backstage Jabronis. I'm Jeremy York. He's Daniel Snyder. We are the tag team champions of all things WWE media and beyond. Don't believe us? Just ask. Plus, who else claims that? No one.
Nobody. And if
Before
they do,
we
they're
even get
lying.
exactly. I'm not going to accuse people of doing that, but I'm just going to tell you that they may not be telling you the truth. We will speculate that. As always, first though, how are you, bud?
I'm always good. I got a weird taste in my mouth because I just sprayed a whole bunch of that stuff that you use to clean electronics, that spray stuff. I just sprayed a whole bunch trying to clean the side of my fan, and it went into my mouth. And
You're supposed to close your mouth when you spray that.
yeah, I wasn't thinking, man. I should have just turned the fan off when I did it. That would have been a smarter thing. Yeah,
You, you mean like when you're spray painting an interior wall with what do you call it? Chalkboard black? You shouldn't turn a fan on to keep it aerated.
yeah, no. I
Don't
mean,
do
it is
that.
what it is.
Don't do that. It made a killer texture on the wall, but don't do that. Your parents are not excited when they see that.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Live and learn. We are still kids. Maybe one day when we grow up, we will make more adult choices.
Nah, I'll pass.
I bet I'm having fun doing this. So, uh, pretty good week, pretty solid week. I actually watched everything remotely within, I don't know, remotely within a day of it actually. I think I actually watched SmackDown just after it ended, and I watched Raw just after it ended. Normally, it's like a day after before I can get to it, but I happen to see them both. I know you saw some of it as well.
I
I
watched
told you I'm
all of
starting.
Raw. I missed SmackDown. I was this past Friday. Me and the wife was doing stuff together to prepare for her birthday weekend, and I
Like
missed.
Pilates and stretching, or like what?
Yeah, Pilates and stretching. I think Friday we might have, and we were planning on going to the fair, but I think we might have went and
That's right.
seen a movie or something. I don't know. We did
Yeah,
something. I'm gonna turn this
yeah,
down.
yeah. Because I had seen if you wanted to go Friday to TNA, so for more on my time at TNA Thursday and Friday, and in Deep South Wrestling. Shout out Nathan Hamilton for the killer shirt. There it is. He is the voice of violence. He got a really cool artist to draw him on a shirt, and it's a killer shirt. Shout out to him. I got that at Deep South. But yeah, I'm starting guns blazing because you at least know what the main event of SmackDown was because they announced it basically after the Elimination Chamber because Cody Rhodes boo-hooed and boo-hooed and boo-hooed, and I actually read something on this that says Cody Rhodes pulled a power play and not only got this match booked, but basically booked his WrestleMania in February. And it's because Cody Rhodes versus Drew. Of course, Cody Rhodes wins. He's your new champion. He cried like the little baby that he is. I'm sorry. I like you, Cody. I really do. But this is total hot garbage that you made the power play because you want to face your mentor, Randy Orton, at WrestleMania, and you want to do it for the title. And so you kicked Drew out of all people who deserved his WrestleMania moment. And now he's once again gotten it taken away. In fact, my father-in-law, when I walked into his living room the other day, he was watching old WrestleMania matches, and he was watching when Drew last won his title, and then Damian Priest took it away from him 5 minutes later. Because I told him, I said, "Oh, this is a really good match." He goes, "Oh yeah." I said, "But the 5 minutes after it is way better than the 10 minutes of the entire match." And I said, "The 10 minutes is great. You're not going to believe the end of it." But just I wish I could blame TKO, and I can't. I can only blame um what CRR, Cody Raheem.
I don't know, man. I don't know dude's middle name. Yeah, I call him CCR, Cody Crybaby.
Yeah,
Um, we knew this was going to happen.
we did.
It's
But why
and
have
it's
the
so
chamber?
bad.
Have the chamber be for something else then? Why in the world do you want to do it there, or put Drew in the chamber and have Cody win that?
It was just what Why
It
even
was a
have
waste of a
Drew?
chamber. The only thing the chamber did was give us Randy Orton as a competitor, but we could have done a gauntlet or a 6-pack challenge or some other random thing to determine that.
Why even put the belt on Drew if you were just
Right.
going to take it off
And I
like
think
before
that wasn't. I
WrestleMania?
think they put it on Drew because he was going to go all the way to WrestleMania with at least WrestleMania with it. And then Cody raised his hand and went, "Cody Rhodes, here's the ace." And they go, "Drew, take it off of you."
Isn't this the issue that they had with him in AEW?
Yeah, because he's not. He wasn't even the biggest chairman at the table. He was number 4 or 5 in technically the pecking order if there was, because you got the Young Bucks, you got Kenny Omega, and him and Hangman were kind of the add-ons at the end, even though Hangman Page apparently had more clout than I thought. And then it was Tony Khan who's kind of over all of that. So yeah, that was him pulling power plays over there was another thing. People thought CM Punk was a problem over there. I don't think Punk was that big of an issue. It was Cody pulling this kind of stuff.
So I'm not going to care too much about that. I'm gonna be extremely pissed if Cody walks out of WrestleMania with the title.
100%.
Um,
Because I want Randy to get number 15 here or
I
16,
believe
whatever he's at.
I
15.
believe the idea is to put the title on Randy, and if they're going to do this, if we're doing this with Cody, let's turn him heel. Let's do this. If they turn him heel, it'll almost be worth it.
And there's enough time. 6 weeks?
Yes, yes. There's more than enough time. I have a
Yeah.
feeling they're going to try to turn Randy heel, and I don't see that being possible.
No.
You will have a way easier time turning Cody heel because there's a lot of people that's mad that he got the belt.
Sure. You know where you
Um,
messed up with Cena, where you could have turned him over that 20-year stretch and you didn't? You're now getting the opportunity to do this with Cody, so do it at the right time.
yes. So I mean, we'll see how WWE drops the belt on this one because they tend to drop the ball, the belt, the avalanche. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Also on SmackDown, um, I believe Jade and Rhea
One
had
for
a little. Jade and Rhea might have had a little face to face, or
they
did they?
did. They
Okay,
they did. Um I think it was on SmackDown or was that on Raw?
I don't
I
know
think it
because
was
Jade doesn't come to Raw. Jade
it
came to
was
Raw for that.
SmackDown. Yeah, it was 2/3 of the way through the show, Rhea and Jade. Yeah. Because Rhea
Yeah,
came down, she started to talk and then got interrupted by Jade. It was okay.
yeah,
I don't know. I right now my level of how much I care about that match is pretty low.
I agree. Uh, right now, SmackDown's really messing up. They had a nice little run there for a second where they were
Yeah.
putting out good stuff, but now their women's world championship matches, their men's world championship matches,
Mm,
yeah. Um, this, if we're being honest, as we get into it later when we talk about it, but this WrestleMania is looking like a Raw WrestleMania. Like
at
all
the
the
moment,
matches that
yeah.
I'm going to. So as we're gonna, we had discussed this off camera a little bit. We didn't talk about the matches. We just talked about we are going to pick 5 matches that we think's going to happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The obvious, we won't talk about Cody and Randy. We know that's going to happen.
Well, I mean, here's the ones that are booked at the moment. As of right now, the ones that are these aren't unofficial, these are officially, whether you're on Wikipedia, whether you're on WWE, these are the ones listed. There are 5. Um, 2 of them they've not picked a night on. One of them you just said Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Brock Lesnar in an open challenge. There's a lot of moving parts that have to do with that. As far as night one, looks like Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan are going to go for the Raw belt there, and Rhodey might as well be Cody and Randy are going to go for the undisputed title on night one as well. Punk versus Roman probably closes the show. Those are the ones that are on the books. There's a lot of
I
moving
don't, I don't,
parts
I don't think you
as
have
to as to who Brock could be facing, but since he's not, there's nobody technically booked. If you want to use that as one of yours, go for it.
you don't have both like both the men's on the same night or both the women's on the same night?
No.
That's not gonna happen. So one of the men's is gonna be Saturday, one of the men's is gonna be
So
Sunday.
that
One of the
means
women.
Jade versus Rhea is probably going to be night 2.
You think it's? But it does. I don't think neither one of the women's closes. You can't
No.
have neither women's matches close. Like both closing matches will be the heavyweight championships, the Universal Champ, the undisputed, and the heavyweight.
Well,
Nobody
once again,
closes over Punk and Roman.
Cody is going to make sure that he closes down night 1. There's no way he's going on any other time.
And
Randy
then
probably
Punk
could
and
care less.
Roman,
Randy could be in the pre-show and he'd be just as happy.
yeah, and Punk and Roman's obviously gonna close night 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can get back. That's the matches we know, and then we both kind of got. We'll take
In fact,
turns
yeah. In
on
fact, one of my
on
5 is,
saying.
I'll predict Lesnar. That'll be my 5th one because I got 4 already.
Okay. All right, and we'll take turns to going back and forth, and that way if one of us we like okay, that's one I had too.
Yeah.
On SmackDown, outside of those the two world champion stuffs, was Jacob Fatu there?
I don't think so, actually. He, I don't have him written down at all, which means I never saw him on camera. So no, he was not.
Okay, what about the United States Women's Champion?
Who is that?
Is it not
Julia?
Julia?
Julia. Yeah,
No,
Julia and Kiana were on a couple times. I think they had a match. They lost to Charlotte and Alexa, which was actually a really good match. And because I will actually say, Kiana James, as good as she is, she's no longer just carrying that team by herself. Julia has stepped up her game and adapted to where they're a good tandem now. And actually, Julia's gotten a lot better as far as TV wise. She always had the skill. She just had to adapt to the WWE style. But yeah, Julia and Kiana were on. I think they were a backstage segment too later on or earlier on or something like that. But no, they were definitely on. They were. Yeah, they were just before their match.
and I do believe somebody was cursed as well. Who got cursed?
Um. Oh, what's the his partner got hurt. He's the dark headed one.
Oh,
They
Kit Wilson.
Kit okay. Kit Wilson or what it was either him or the Miz. Danhausen was kind of pointing at both. I don't know which one he technically pointed at. I'll be honest, the Miz is kind of impervious to being cursed because his career is cursed already. So maybe it was Kit Wilson because I don't believe I saw Kit Wilson the entire rest of the night.
Danhausen is
It's
slowly
gonna be great.
becoming everybody's favorite dude. I,
People are going, and it's a wrinkle. They can now throw that if they need something extra on any little angle. You just run
you've
Danhausen in
been
there. He don't
cursed.
even have to say anything or curse anybody. He just walks by and people are like, "What was that? Oh, that's a Danhausen. What's a Danhausen? That."
I was confused on how he cursed El Grande Americano, the original, and the other El Grande Americano is the one
And the
that was
new
in
one
the
came
match.
out. Yeah, I
So
still don't know where he went. I get
yeah,
maybe. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is something nobody said before, so let's float this out there. What if the original El Grande is Kit Wilson? And we didn't see him on either show because he got cursed on both shows and he disappeared. He's the only one to get cursed and disappear. So maybe Kit Wilson. It could be.
it could be.
Because definitely not Chad Gable.
Not at all. There's no way it's Chad. Chad's still hurt or something.
Something like that. Or he's
Yeah,
supposed to come back soon.
yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah.
So what else happened on SmackDown? Anything to talk about?
Um yeah. There's new tag team number one contenders. Let me tell you the other teams that were in the gauntlet match. Teams that didn't become the number one contenders. The Motor City Machine Guns, 20 plus year veteran. Praxium, one of the best teams
I
on
love
SmackDown.
Fraxium. Yeah, I love Fraxium.
Los Garzas, very good team. Gacy and Loomis from the Wyatt, also really good tandem.
Former tag team champions.
Correct. Any idea who won?
I didn't know. I didn't know about this match. But hold on, let me think.
It is two
Oh,
random
I
people that were
did
put
see.
together.
I did
Two
see this
random
part.
people.
I did see this. I did. I did. And you know what? I'm kind of okay
I'm
with
fine
it.
with it, but still, the thing I don't like is when you put two random people in a tag team and then boost them up when they went over the top of four tag teams that are really good. And in fact, the Gorillas of Destiny, Tongaloa and Tama Tonga, that's what they're known as when they're together. Uh, they came and took out the Wyatt. So you had the Gorillas of Destiny, you had the Wyatt, you had Los Garzas, you had Fraxium, and the Motor City Machine Guns. So five established, really, really, really good teams did the job so that R-Truth and Damian Priest could be the number one contenders. Which is, I
Yeah.
mean, neither one of them had anything to do, and they're going to be a really funny team. But you can't give it to any of those other five.
I mean, you signed R-Truth after everybody complained that he wasn't signed, and you haven't done nothing with him.
You
Damian
shaved his
Priest
head.
is
That's
at
about
that.
it.
Yeah, Damian Priest is at that spot now where they don't have anything for him.
Nope.
So why not? Let's throw them together and let's see what they can do. This is like the Miz and R-Truth when they were together. This is like
Yeah.
really R-Truth and
You
anybody
know
that
what
they
this
ever.
goes back to? This goes back to the Rock and Sock connection. Mankind with Mr. Sacco teaming up with The Rock. When you look at those two and you go, you got the funny man who's a good wrestler, and you got the kind of super serious guy. This isn't going to work. And then it blossomed.
Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Team Hell No. It's one of the best teams they had.
Yes. So this sometimes works.
This will work somehow.
I think so too. I think so too.
Outside of
Okay.
that, I like the work of Alistair and Zelina. I like what Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano are doing. They're doing two completely separate things, but it's just not factoring in. They're just comic relief, basically. They're just the change up in the middle of the show.
What did Alistair and Zelina do? Because I knew Alistair was after Randy for a minute. Did he have
Silly.
anything to do with Randy last that Friday night?
Yes. Sami Zayn was talking to Randy Orton. Sammy's going to factor in somewhere. I think he's going to flip soon, too. Sami Zayn and Orton were talking. Zayn kind of walked off, stormed off. I don't know. He does that now a lot. And then Alistair and Zelina were sitting there and were, or maybe Orton walked off because Alistair and Zelina talked about voices and maybe Orton's listening to the voices in his head now. And I don't, it, but they're doing it the Alistair way, but it's Killer Cross's storyline all the way around. This whole thing here is
I've
crazy.
I've heard that he is in talks with re-signing with WWE.
I hope I see him on Saturday because that's a place he's popped up. MLW?
Saturday? Oh, okay.
I don't know if he will or not. He's not advertised, but he has been known to show up. That would be fun, especially right before if he does get re-signed or whatever. Because WrestleMania would be a great time for him to re-show up. And in fact, why wouldn't you put Alistair and Cross together with
That'd be
Zelina
beautiful.
and Scarlett and have? Let me word this the correct way so that it doesn't. In my head, the word I was about to use was not going to be accurate. That four-person tandem, that group of four people, I think would be fascinating. Like dark, brooding. They don't necessarily have to be a team. You can team them up if you want to. You can have mixed tags. You can do all these different things because you've got two males, two females. You can have them all over the place. I think it would be really good. They don't have to recruit other people in. It can just be them. And you basically have four alphas.
Um, I think that that would be a great combination in many aspects of life.
Mm-hmm. Four alphas, yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty much SmackDown.
Yeah. Now, Raw, I mean, was just, like I told you, the whole reason I had to put this back on, you know, Raw opens up, and what do we see? We see a bunch of these guys.
You're not moving
And I'm
around enough.
talking, had to be 15 of them at least. because about that many would fit in the ring. There was a ton.
It's I'm going to say this, and people can agree or disagree. I don't care. It's getting a little stupid. That little moving around. I was like, come on, guys. That little
You
moving
knew they
around in
were
the
going
ring.
to do that, though,
Ooh, which
right?
one am I? Which one am I? Am I this one? It's come on, man. It's stupid. And you could tell which one it was. Seth. After he joined them, he's the one was almost the last one to go out the right side.
Yep. He
Um,
was one of the last ones to leave.
yes. So I mean, and it wasn't his body. It was because it wasn't hard to keep up with which one was him. Um,
Yeah, because the rest of them are built like us, and then there's him who's like bodybuilder.
so that was an interesting little tidbit, I guess. It's
Yeah.
going to lead to a WrestleMania match that I'll talk about later. So, um,
Possibly. See, he's when I talked about Brock, he is part of a lot of the moving parts that if the chips fall this way, then these things happen. If the chips fall this way, then these things happen. I really hope everybody that's supposed to return does return, because if not, there's an odd man out who is going to get screwed more than Drew has already.
oh, that's interesting. Um, I seen LA Knight come out there and turned into a three-way match with Usos and LA against two of the Vision. Who's the third member? Was it a three against three? Because I thought it was.
Thought so.
Maybe it was LA Knight versus one of them or something, and Usos just came out there to have his back. I don't know. But I could have swore. Didn't I mean? Am I tripping, or didn't it look like it was about to be that?
I thought so, and I think they just didn't make a match out of it.
Okay, who knows? Um,
Yeah, because it's 3-on-2, and I can't figure out who the other one would be. So I didn't mark it as a match. So maybe there wasn't one. Or if hey, I completely missed it, hit us in the comments down there.
yeah, let us know. The something I was highly surprised by the women's gauntlet match, and the opponent is not going to happen at WrestleMania. It's happening on Raw. AJ Lee versus Bailey. I'm confused. Is AJ Lee going to drop the belt?
I think so.
I'm thinking so, maybe too. Maybe Becky comes back and causes AJ to lose the match,
Yeah.
or this could be setting up a Lyra versus Bailey match where Lyra accidentally causes Bailey the chance to win the title.
Or once Bailey does win, Lyra flips on her, and we get to see that match.
Because everybody's expecting Bailey to flip. So either way,
Although,
okay.
I've said it. I don't know how many times in the 2+ years we've done this show. Bad Bailey is my favorite Bailey, but I enjoy
I think Bad
any.
Lyra would be interesting.
But she's got to go like clearly in her own way, but she's got to go like Becky level evil. She's got to go evil if she's going to go bad. She can't just be like, "Oh, I'm a bad girl." Like, no,
Wouldn't
you need to
Becky
like do something, like just do something wicked enough to where people are like, "I didn't think she would do that."
wouldn't Becky and Lyra teaming up be a beautiful tag team? They're both from the same country,
Versus AJ and Bailey,
or versus really Lash London and
Nia Jax.
Nia? Yeah, Nia.
Well, and that's the thing you said is I'm pretty sure that Becky kind of mentored Lyra the same way
She did.
that yeah, there's one on the men's. Is it Seth? I know CM Punk worked with Seth a little bit, but there's another one like oh no, Finn and JD.
Speaking of which, let's get to that.
Let's do it.
I kind of told you this was going to
I
happen.
didn't. I The only part I was surprised by that
Was
So
JD jumping in too?
yeah, then he jumped in, but then I said, you know what? He needs Judgment Day more than he needs Finn Balor.
Finn Balor needs Judgment Day less than any of those other guys. Finn Balor
Absolutely.
is actually, I think what Finn Balor's done recently on his own is they were trying to like, okay, will the people believe this? Can Finn Balor still run on his own? And they seen people are loving Finn. It's like, let's go ahead and make the switch and let's go ahead and make this happen. JD can't stay healthy. So let's leave him in Judgment Day just in case he gets hurt. We have
Well,
somebody that can
and
take
you
his
got to
spot.
leave it. You got to leave it balanced. And I know it's still three girls to two guys. So I'm not talking about that, but you got to leave them. Like it can't just be Dom and the girls. Like it can't be Dom and the ladies. But even though that kind of works, but not really. And also, where in the world's Roxanne Perez? She get
She's
hurt?
hurt. Yeah, she
Okay.
is hurt.
I have heard zero about anything. I just know for like a month, she has like been on the back of milk cartons. I have no idea where she was.
Yeah, she is hurt. They
Like,
said I think she hurt her shoulder.
nope, she's definitely not here. She's not here. I don't know if she's there, but she's not here either. So people can stop
I
looking.
wish she was here. I am happily married. I am happily married. Let me see here. I'm gonna look injury.
Yeah, is she gonna make it back by Mania?
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not
It
one of my
says
five, but there's a match I would like to see, and I think WrestleMania would be fun time to put it there, but you don't necessarily have to.
last month, Roxanne Perez underwent successful surgery to remove a beige mass from her beige
Benign.
benign. That's good. Yeah, mass from her back that had caused pain for several months, requiring her to take
Okay,
time off.
so kind of like without getting into too medical, kind of like a cyst or something that was just there. That okay, all right, kind of like a hernia. I mean, it's different things. Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, so she might be back. She could be the one that causes Liv to lose, and that starts a little storyline there.
And then she could
But
spawn off because honestly, she
yeah,
doesn't need Judgment Day. But
at
honestly, none of
all.
them do. But
No,
together, they're just
but
a
it's
fun
fun.
group.
Yes. But that was I enjoyed that. This was what this was. I almost want to say this was Finn passing the torch to Dominique, saying, "Okay, you run this." Like a thing. You're now the leader. Where before it was always a who's the leader? Who's the leader? So it's like
Okay,
it was
I'll
like
go with that.
WWE saying you're now the leader of this, and Finn's like I'm behind that. Let's and I'm interested in if this is going to create a Finn versus Dominique at WrestleMania, or if this is going to be Finn versus JD at WrestleMania. Because at the next AAA, if Dominique loses that title, he is banned from AAA.
Who's he facing?
That's a good question. I'll let you know.
I'll tell you if he's going to
Uh,
win.
I think they're going to do it anyway just to get him banned from going over there, and that's going to make him put on a mask.
I can see that because he already wears a mask sometimes. And no, he's not El Grande. Let's get that out of there. He is not
No,
El
he is
Grande.
not. Or is he?
No, I already told you, it's Kit Wilson. Is he facing Vikingo? Because that's who he took it from. El Hijo de Vikingo.
Okay, here it is. Dominique faces major stipulation upcoming AAA mega title defense. A major twist has been added to Dominic Mysterio's upcoming AAA Mega Champion defense, and it could spell disaster for the Judgment Day. During tonight's AAA on Fox, Mysterio, the current WWE Intercontinental Champion, so this is even before that, and
Yeah.
AAA Mega Champion officially signed the contract for his title defense against former champion El Hino.
El
But
Hijo de Vikingo. Okay.
he had stipulation of his own. Vikingo made it clear that if he wins the Mega title, Mysterio will be forced to leave Mexico and leave AAA for good. So that's how they're going to and
Ooh,
it's
for
a no
good. Ugh.
disqualification
Man,
bout
there's some
too.
times I want him back down there, but okay.
Yeah. So and Mysterio was about to face a 3-on-1 beatdown, and El Grande Americano appeared to save him.
The new one.
Interesting.
They have been kind of partnering up. In fact, the Los Americanos, that whole trio, are quite popular in AAA. The same way that Dominic is quite popular down there. It might have flipped now, but that's part of why he beat Vikingo is everybody flipped on Vikingo. The fans did and started saying, "No, we want Dom, we want Dom," and so they went with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we got there. I guess we can talk about how Monday night ended because I don't think did anything else happen that we didn't talk. LA Knight, like I said, outside of what we already mentioned.
Oba versus Rusev was what we thought it would be. It was pretty good.
It
Rusev
was
did a good job of helping Oba out, and
putting
Oba
him
did a
over.
good job of everything was clean, everything was good, it looked good. So that was the showcase you wanted.
Yeah. It's yeah. So apologize.
Nah, I'm good.
You have to apologize.
Nah, I'm good.
Jay was being over the top, man. Jay was being
Oh,
over the
he
top.
was. Jay was.
Unnecessarily.
Jimmy was the one that was like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
Yeah, I think he was overacting, and
Yeah. And you're asking the wrong person. Nothing personal. We know I'm a CM Punk fan too. CM Punk is the last person in the world I'm ever going to have to apologize because he ain't going to do it.
yeah, and I like what he said. He said, "Did Roman apologize when he talked about Dusty Rhodes?" Yeah,
Yeah.
so um, I I don't know where they're going with this.
Roman's not going to be on every Raw up to WrestleMania. So in this case, the Usos were the stand-ins to continue the story. So you involve the family or different. That's what it is. They were the placeholders for Roman. If Roman had been there, he would have been in the ring.
Yeah, but
That's what it is.
it wasn't that great of a
No.
segment. Um, I've seen better. And I was like ready for it to be over once it got into the whole getting in the face and stuff. Let's get this segment over.
Yeah, I mean,
It
like I
really
said, I got to give credit to Jimmy. I thought Jimmy did a good job of being the glue guy and holding it together and keeping it moving because Punk sometimes will get very tunnel vision and kind of go off on a tangent. And I don't know, Jay was trying to I don't find his inner Roddy Piper or something, but it's just not there, or it was out to lunch or
at
something,
all.
or playing the bagpipes. I don't know what it was doing. And it was starting to kind of be wishy washy, and Jimmy would step in and kind of tie it back together. So I give him credit there.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with it. Um, so yeah, that's how it ended. Before we get into our WrestleMania picks on who we think is going to be facing each other,
Mm-hmm.
the 5 matches. Second week in a row that Brock Lesnar was not on Raw. He will be there Monday. His I
Yep.
went back and looked at it. Monday's when it starts. So it'll be 5 straight weeks of Brock Lesnar coming out. And I say that to say I'm gonna we'll both pick unless you pick who I'm gonna pick. We'll both start off with who we think Brock Lesnar is going to face at WrestleMania. Who do you got? No, I don't think so.
I think if all the pieces fall into place, like I said, I don't want to ruin any matches you might come up with, but all the pieces I am talking about involved are Seth. Let's see, Seth, Braun. Basically, if Braun makes it back, it's Seth versus Braun. If not, it's going to jumble everything up, and LA Knight might not even be on WrestleMania. I think he's the odd man out that I was talking about, which is funny that I didn't say a name earlier. And the very next thing you said was LA Knight. I almost said it then, but I want everything to come into place. It looks like Braun is going to be really, really close to showing up about 2 weeks out. And if he could do like Seth, he doesn't have to be that physical. Just show up or run your mouth or be on a video. There's a couple things he can do to make this happen because as soon as they see each other, that match is on. So I think it's going to be Brock and LA Knight, and that'll be my fifth match. But yeah, Brock versus LA Knight. Because see, here's the thing: there's backstage report that Heyman and Brock went to WWE and said, "Hey, we're working towards an end game, whenever that end game is." I don't think it's WrestleMania. Maybe it's SummerSlam. Maybe it's
It's gonna be
following Royal
SummerSlam.
Rumble. Maybe it's 12 years from now. Who knows? But they're working towards an end game. And they said no matter what the end game is, whether it's Gunther or not, we don't think Brock should lose until then, until on the night out. So if he's not going to lose, that suddenly takes about half the people that I had against him and throws them out because I need them to win that match. I can't put Oba there because I need Oba to get the win.
That's
But
what
you
I
can't
got.
have Brock lose and then be so close to being out because then it doesn't make sense. So that's why, unfortunately, it's kind of like you're getting a chance to go against the new Undertaker type person, the big time person at WrestleMania. I think LA Knight's going to go against him because he can take a loss and it'll be okay.
I don't think LA Knight can take a loss because he's been taking too many. He's slowly turning into Dolph Ziggler. I got Oba. I think he faces
I saw
Oba.
him this weekend too. Great dude.
Dolph was there? Did you meet
TNA.
him?
No,
I like
I
Dolph.
could have, but I did not ask what the fee was to stand in that 2 hour line. I
My
just
bad.
I waved at him from afar, and the bodyguard that he had, the security guy, I know him very well from the independent scene, so I kind of just waved in from across the room, and I left before the traffic hit.
I got Brock and Oba, and
Okay,
I think this they
I'm writing yours down too.
save face with Brock the same way they save face with Oba versus Cody.
Some a dusty finish is what you
Yes.
call that, an ambiguous ending. That's big words for people to go. It's gonna be screwy looking. You're not gonna quite be sure who may or may not have won, and by the end of it, you're not gonna. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah, exactly. So there's gonna be something that sets up um Brock's next opponent in this Oba. So Oba's gonna come out because you're gonna hear
Okay.
Brock's gonna start coming out, and in that open challenge you're gonna hear boom, and Oba's gonna and I feel like that's gonna be great. All right, so we got our Brock opponent. All right,
Yep.
I'll let you keep the lead. You can take the lead on who you think's going we're going to see facing each other at WrestleMania.
Okay. Let's. Boy, I'm really kind of what I'm booking could be on dang near anything that's on TV right now. I'm gonna get this one out of the way. I've got OG El Grande versus New El Grande, mask versus mask. We need to
Yeah,
see it.
we've
I
been
want
talking
to see
about
it.
that.
And honestly, I think OG needs to lose his mask because I want him to go on a tremendous push run on his own or to partner up with people that he used to partner up with. One in particular, I'm not going to mention it because then you'll know who I'm talking about. But if he partners up with a single individual that was part of a group with him, I think they could go on a really good run.
Um, I, I'll speak on that. So
Mm-hmm.
we discussed this, and I agree that could be a WrestleMania match. I could almost guarantee it happening. I feel like you might be right in the OG one losing his mask for the simple fact if you unmask the new one, what's that do for the other two?
And for AAA, like I said, they are monsters down there.
So, yeah, I could see that. Okay.
By the
Um,
way, I can't believe that we messed up the easiest Brock opponent. Um, oh no, that could be part of another match. I will leave it alone then. Never mind. Go ahead. This
all right.
might be a match you have talked about.
My first non-Brock match is something else that we've discussed. Gunther versus Rey Mysterio for Rey's career.
That's the exact one I was going to say. Why not Brock and Ray? But then I was like, nope, because we Gunther's got to have somebody. So Gunther Ray, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
100% behind this.
And Ray
Ray
loses,
has been
and
great. We appreciate it.
he's already in the Hall of Fame, so it's kind of pointless for him to still be wrestling.
And if he
Like
wants to keep wrestling, he can
he
go
can
to
be in
AAA for
AAA.
a little bit.
There
Yeah,
you go.
it's fine. He's not hurting
Let's
anything unless
end this.
he says when I hang it up, I hang it up, and that's it.
Let's end his career here. And also, that could also set up a whole Gunther versus Dominique a little bit and kind of help turn Dominique face. He's like, you put my dad out, and I'm the one that wanted to put him out.
Yeah, he could get mad at it, and Gunther just chopped the crap out of him, and Dom sits back down in his chair and goes, "My bad, Mr. Gunther, sir."
Yeah. So that's okay. Who's your? I guess it'll be your second non.
Third.
So we got
Oh
we
yeah,
got we got
second
Braun,
non-Brock.
we got Brock Lesnar, and then our four other matches. So this is your second
Okay.
other match.
Okay, I'm going with my next strongest one because we mentioned it earlier, and it's going to be set up by This is Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. This is what we need to see. It's not for control of the Judgment Day. They can call it that if they want to, but what's going to lead up to this
It's
is
not.
Finn and JD are going to face off on Raw a week or so out, and that's going to be the precursor match into it. Dominic's clearly the new leader, but this is a match to show if Dominic is
Ready for
ready for the top level.
yes.
And if him and Finn have a banger, then yeah, then Dominic's gonna be right up there with Braun. That hey, they're definitely ready. They're the new pillars that the new cornerstones of it. If he has a pretty good match, or it's even a great match, but not quite there, I think this is the last hurdle for Dominic to know if he's gonna be top of the mid card or if he's
Or
gonna
does he
sneak
need
himself
another
into the
year?
main event.
So yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
and I think it's gonna be really good because Finn really brings the best out of people.
If Finn comes out with the face paint and body paint, Finn wins.
Ooh,
If he
yeah, if
if he
he's the
doesn't,
demon.
yeah, if he doesn't come out as a demon, he puts Dom over.
I kind of hope he's the demon. And that's nothing personal on Dominic, but we haven't seen the demon. Like
And that's
We need Dominic and JD and the rest of Judgment Day to beat him down so bad
that the
that
demon has to come
he
out.
has no choice.
Okay. So I'm with you on that. Okay, so my next one is something we kind of mentioned earlier: Seth versus Braun Breaker, and I'm gonna say how it's gonna be set up. Seth's going to do that whole mask thing. He's going to do that whole thing where he gets out there and there's going to be a whole bunch of them,
I
and
know where you're going.
one of them is going to be Braun Breaker,
Yep. He
and
rips his mask off and starts laughing at the vision, and you just see Logan Paul or you see Theory just kind of look and go. And he turns around and off comes
and
the mask, and Braun's right behind him, and Seth is glad he's wearing
spears
dark
him.
colors.
There you go. So that's how that's going to set that up. And if not, the
If you
WWE,
don't listen to a single thing we say tonight, do that. That
yes,
would sell out WrestleMania. It would make me want to watch a Cody Rhodes match at this point. Do that.
that would make that Seth Rollins Braun Breaker match probably the biggest non-title match on that show.
And man, it needs to be late in a card, but it can't be a main
It needs
event.
to
So
happen.
I would start one of the nights with it. I would start them
Yeah.
night 2 or something.
And it needs to happen the last Monday before the WrestleMania. That way we know Braun's back 100%, and that way he can get physical. It'll be a spear, and I believe Seth beats Braun. Seth will beat Braun. The only way Seth puts Braun over is if
they're both coming off injury. Wins and losses don't matter. It doesn't matter who wins this, but it makes
Paul
sense
and
that
Austin
Seth
Theory
would do it.
Paul and Austin Theory will help Braun win.
If
Or
Paul's back.
Or no, I'm talking about Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan Paul, okay.
Or they could be the ones that flip and they're with Seth.
And Braun's on an island because Bronson's not there.
All right. So
once again,
yeah. Okay.
TKO, Triple H, listen to what we just said. The last 4 minutes is your WrestleMania main event. It's what books the rest of this. I want to see that more than any of these other matches.
All right. So what's your next one?
All right. Now we get into the slightly creative ones. I know normally this is kind of a night of champions, which is like in October, November, it's kind of thing, that a champion versus champion. But these two have absolutely nothing going on. They're doing all these random matches to get contenders for them and open challenges. I want to see the male Intercontinental Champion and the male U.S. Champion. I want to see Carmelo Hayes versus Penta in a one-on-one match. It doesn't have to be for a thing. I just want to see the two of them go. They can open up night one and just blow the roof off the place if it has a roof. If not, it can blow a roof on it and then blow the roof back off of it. That would be how I would open night one or something like that, with just a banger of Melo versus Penta. Give me two of the athletic guys that you want to build up.
And I think Melo goes over. Melo's the better, I think, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I like Melo more.
I'm the opposite, but I think Melo going over makes sense.
And that's if Penta. I honestly don't think Penta will still have the title come WWE. I mean, come WrestleMania. I feel like he drops it
He
here
he
within the next
did.
couple
I
weeks.
mean, he beat El Grande to retain it this time, but I mean, yeah, 6 weeks is a
Yeah,
long time. I do
yeah.
think we're going to see a couple titles move before WrestleMania.
My next one, and this is where it's going to throw some extra into what I previously said, will be the Usos putting the titles against on the line against Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Something I've heard rumors of. Yes.
Um, I believe this is going to set up. This is also why I think they're going to turn on the Vision and they're going to join Seth,
Yep.
because when they get that tag team titles, that's going to lead to when Bronson Reed comes back, Bronson and
And
Braun
Braun.
Breaker versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Yep. Yep.
So I think the Usos, because the Usos don't need the tag titles. Um,
Well, see, that's the other moving part. That's what I was trying to remember. Okay, so what I have heard is if Braun doesn't make it back, it's going to be Seth and Logan, with
that's what I've heard as
banger.
well.
But if we
I don't
get
want to
Seth
see that.
versus Logan, then we're not going to see them flip and go the other
Yeah,
side, and
that's
that's
what I'm saying. I
why
don't
I,
want to
I
see
want
that.
Braun back so bad, just for that.
Yes, yes, because that throws a curveball into a lot of stuff.
Yes, that's why I
Um,
said Braun Breaker is the cog that makes this entire thing go.
and go with your last one, because now I'm getting down to I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, this one's out there. This one is just including people that I just once again it was kind of like the Mello versus Penta. I was like, I just want to see something really cool, and I think they could book something like that because sure both of them are faces, but it doesn't matter if you just had those two. I think it would be shades of Ray versus Eddie years ago, where it's just two guys, you handshake, beat the crap out of each other for 15 minutes, show off everything you can possibly do, and one of you wins. But my last one, we know Drew got the short end of the stick. Drew's now going to need something to do. To me, Drew is taking the Cody spot. Cody was supposed to take on Jacob Fatu. That's pretty much what I was thinking. But I'm going to add in a couple more wrinkles because when you add in Drew and when you add in Jacob Fatu, there is a couple other people lingering around SmackDown. This could help make SmackDown's WrestleMania a lot stronger, in my opinion. I want to add in Aleister Black because he gets in the head of Fatu. He gets in the head of the guy I'm about to say, and he's kind of been a thorn in Drew's side in the past years anyway. And then to round out the fatal four way, because I want all four of them in the match, you got to get Sami Zayn on WrestleMania. And Sami Zayn, Aleister, Drew, and Fatu in a fatal four way. I don't put a number one contendership spot on it or whatever you want to there. I think it'd be fantastic because you have face versus face so far, so it doesn't matter which of these four win. You can it leaves it wide open as to what it actually could be. But give me those four. Give me Aleister versus Sammy versus Fatu versus Drew. And honestly,
The winner
I'd
is
have Drew. I'd have Drew win if it's number one contender.
so okay, okay, okay.
It's out
I can
there.
feel
It's out
that.
there, but it's because I want to involve those people because there are tons of people I have left out that I have on a list right here that will find some way onto a multi-man match or they'll host something or something like that. A lot of these people will be on there somewhere, but to me, those are four pieces that you need to have somewhere on here on a prominent match.
So I feel my last match is one that I've brought up a couple times in our previous shows. If those of y'all that's watched us, and I know that's thousands and millions and billions of the Jabroni fans, the
Mm-hmm.
backstage Jabroni fans. Um,
And the Jabroni Housing.
yes, Asuka versus Kairi Sane. I believe that happens at WrestleMania.
It could.
Um,
It's boiling around right now.
yes, yes, I believe that happens. Just to throw an honorable mention on there as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Drew somehow weasel his way into that Randy Orton Cody Rhodes match, saying I deserve my rematch and I want to be in WrestleMania main event. That would be an interesting. I don't want to see a triple threat, but I feel like that could be a way for Cody not to have to take an L at WrestleMania and Randy still win.
My thing is if you add Drew back to the match, I want him to win because and I'm gonna I think you I don't like a particular word you used, weasel. I think he's earned the
He
clout
has,
and the
but
spot
he's a heel,
to kind of go,
and
you screwed me and you know it. Put me in the dang match now.
he's a heel, and all heels weasel their way into stuff.
But he earned this one.
I don't think the word weasel is a bad thing. One of my favorite commentators of all time was known as the Weasel, Bobby the Brain
He,
Heenan.
but he was the weasel.
Yes, he was. I like
He,
that. That's why
he was
I
the weasel.
that's why I don't look at it as a bad thing.
No,
Um, but that's just a little honorable mention. I feel like Io Sky will get her way into it, maybe going to SmackDown to face Julia
hmm.
for that title. I think that'd be a beautiful match. I feel like Becky versus AJ is going to happen after AJ drops the title. Becky will and AJ will
I don't.
face each other. I'm kind of
But
tired
without
of
the
seeing
title,
them two against each other.
I don't know if it's WrestleMania, and it's not Becky. I think Becky's got more than enough clout. It's AJ has not done a whole lot since coming back. Maybe
And
that's
that's
why
why
these
the title's
weekly
gonna be
challenges are
dropped.
kicking up because they've got to show that she can more than hold it again. I That's why I think they're going to eventually take the title off. I think it could be Bailey and Becky, or maybe it's three or four people in the same match. That they're trying to make it the biggest draw you can with people that are believable and credible. And like I said, right now, I mean, I like AJ Lee. Always been an AJ fan. I just don't know that she's done enough to show that she's a
He
top
hasn't.
contender anymore.
Yeah,
She's, I mean, she's above the Bellas because practically everybody
I don't
is.
want.
But
I don't want to see them.
it's a similar argument that like they came back said we're going to tear the women's tag team division up, and we haven't seen them. Did they get cursed by Danhausen?
Who does he go against?
He's going to find a way on here. And the fact that R-Truth is already doing something else, I would love to see R-Truth and Danhausen in the same angle somehow.
I want to see. I wish it would have been them two that won the tag team match instead of Damian Priest.
That if they would have won, God, the internet
He's
wrestling
got the,
community would have exploded in a
he's
bad way.
selling he's selling the most merch.
Oh, absolutely. Well, for one, nobody has his stuff, so I mean, it's like the newest player. It's like
Unless you're an
God,
AEW
who did
fan,
the 49ers just get? Didn't you guys just get a big
Mike
player?
Evans. Yeah, we got Mike
Mike
Evans.
Evans. It's like Mike Evans is going to have the number one selling 49ers jersey in the next month and a half because nobody has his 49ers jersey yet.
Yeah, yeah. We know nobody in Atlanta is going to buy that Tua jersey because he'll be injured preseason game too.
But if somebody wants to gift me one, I will gladly wear it on this show.
You're a Tua fan?
I want the kid to be healthy, and I want the kid to do well because he
Not in
has
an
been
Atlanta
dealt a
Falcons jersey
crazy
though.
hand. If he has to come to Atlanta to ease out his career and maybe help the Falcons right the ship a little bit, then that's great. But we all know that neither of us are Falcons fans. I
Yeah,
want the local team to do well,
I
and he
don't.
might be the best option they have, even when their other guy comes back.
Which is sad. But okay.
It is.
Well, I say in 2 weeks we do this again. Let's not do it next week. When I'm talking about doing this five, we'll have a
Yeah.
more idea of what the
Yeah, we'll do a checkup on it, and if you want to make any changes to your five, or maybe hey, we'll also do a point system that as you know, you get a point if your match gets booked,
okay.
like officially booked. I think
Okay.
you
I
might
like
have
that.
the upper hand because I know at least two of yours are probably going to get booked, but there's some other ones that could too. So I think that'll be fun.
Sounds like a deal. All right.
I think we've officially. Oh, one last note on Raw. Do want to say that because I keep staring at his name.
The milk, bro.
Uh,
That milk.
old man problems here on the show. Kofi having a run in, or not really a
Yeah,
run in, but saying that to Javon. I want to see this on Raw in the next week or two. I think it's absolutely going to be a fantastic banger. It's going to be Kofi versus the new Kofi, and I want Grayson Waller to not even be at ringside. I want him to
they've
just
already
go.
faced each other though 2 weeks ago. I want to see Kofi team with the new Kofi, and possibly he joined the New Day where Big E was. He's the one that takes out.
They have to be good. Javon can't be evil.
But oh yeah, they're going to go. That's Kofi was a good guy in that conversation there.
He
He was
was,
like, that's what I'm saying.
because he
They're
made
going
Waller
back.
back off. Waller tried to jump in, and he goes,
Yes.
"Hold on,
So Waller's going to be the one that's the odd man out. The new Kofi's going to be in there.
man, I got nowhere for Waller to go." I was going to say he could join Braun and Bronson to even out the trio there, but he doesn't fit there.
He's going to be the
He
four man. He's going to be the fourth man, part of Seth's group with Austin and Logan,
he could. He fits there more than anywhere.
or just go back to NXT.
No, I don't want him to do that. The subtle things, the things that people don't see on these. But
Right? Behind the
once
scene.
again, once again, on the way out, got to say shout out to TNA for being yeah, as hospitable and great as they were the 2 nights that me and my brother took in their shows. Shout out to Deep South Wrestling for the amazing night they had Sunday. That's one of my favorite moments in a movie. It really is.
Mine
Um,
too.
Shout out Nathan Hamilton for the shirt. The voice of violence. He is one half of the play-by-play commentary team, one half of the drunkest commentary team in professional wrestling with Drew Drewski. That is also a good buddy of mine. And shout out to MLW on Saturday and Mucha Lucha on Sunday. It is another jam-packed weekend in Impact Media World. So I will give you the um, I will give you the last word.
Right there, Daniel Snyder 8361. I'm doing some Call of Duty that we've been streaming a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Um, but mostly I've been doing Yakuza. I'm in chapter 5, I think now.
Daniel's in
Look,
Yakuza, guys. That's what he just said.
yes, yes. Um, it's very interesting. Friday or Thursday night, MLB The Show will be releasing. I will be streaming everything I do on Diamond Dynasty. Um,
I popped myself on that. That backfired.
um, so look for, if you're interested in baseball. Baseball season is coming. I like that one a lot. I like that one.
Uh,
If it comes out like that, I'm in trouble.
if it comes
Uh,
scratching down and hurts inside, man, you got to stay strong, say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
but yeah,
But go
just be
ahead.
looking
Yep,
for me.
Call of Duty. Yeah,
Look
that's what
for
we're
it.
doing.
Yeah, look for it. I'm streaming everywhere. I'm trying to grow, and eventually the podcast going to get going too. I just keep talking about it. Maybe if I talk about it enough. I'm starting a new job next week, so we'll see how
Hey,
the
you're getting
schedule
that
goes.
bread. You're getting that bread.
Getting
Congratulations
that
on
bread.
getting all that bread.
I'm making the bread. Actually, I think the bread comes in made.
I think it does. I think they already make the bread. You just help hand it out.
I'm okay with that. It's going to be fun. I'll get more into detail the more we go along. But I'm still going to be in Douglasville.
Hey, there you go.
All right,
I need to get off
that's
this
it.
phone.
That's it.
I need to get off this phone, and you do too. So,
Yes.
for my tag team partner, Daniel Snyder, I am Jeremy York. We
Scott
are
Sweat.
the Backstage Jabronis. We will see you guys next week. Deuces,
We are not
deuces.
phony.
Go watch wrestling.